We often envy the freedom of birds, but even birds build their own homes. Owning a house is a dream for everyone, but not many of us realize it. Many of us may not have the means to own a house, but most of us do not seem to be aware that it is possible to build a modest shelter, however small the family income. To begin with, the most important thing is to have a roof over one's head. It does not matter whether you have walls or pillars at first, and doors and windows can be put in afterwards. The National Buildings Organization has found a way of building a house in stages. It can be in 2 stages, or 4, or more, depending upon the money which a family can raise, the availability of building materials, and the determination to help oneself. The government and local authorities are providing land and services for low-income families in cities, towns and villages. Loans and subsidies are also available. It is best to use locally available materials so that the house costs less. In building a house, the labor and skill of the family members is important. In many cases, neighbors can get together to reduce the labor cost. Some people spend most, if not all, their working lives saving to build a house, and by the time they do, they're too old to enjoy the warmth of a home. So, build now a modest home with whatever little resources you have. The building of a house can be a growing process. Your house grows as your children grow. Here, brick walls are ready to support the roof. In the first stage, lay a roof on the walls or pillars. In the second stage, you may build intermediate walls and divide the house as you want. Initially, jalis are provided. Later, windows replace the jalis. To reduce the cost further, you can have doors without frames. Frameless doors are a new idea. Finally, the house is given a neat finish by plastering the walls if necessary and laying the floor finishes. To begin with, the house has a multi-purpose room with a cooking space along with a living space. A housewife doesn't have to cook on a street, and the householder can be sure that his wife and children are safe and healthy. We can now say that our house is our own. It is our home. There is security here. The purpose of the National Buildings Organization is to suggest designs, techniques, and materials to build better homes, cheaper homes, and better ways of building them. The majority of our people live in the villages. After all, the village is the heart of India. Why should the people of our villages live in dark huts with no fresh air? Why should our children and old folk be surrounded by dirt? This can be changed, and it is changing. The National Buildings Organization has designed houses for the villages. The house can grow as your needs grow. Another room can be added. These houses are made with sun-dried bricks, with waterproof mud plaster. There are jalis for windows and a separate cooking space. The houses are so made that they take care of rural needs, and it is healthy to live in. This is a home. The greatest danger in any village is fire, because the houses are thatched. The Central Building Research Institute has developed a simple mixture that can be applied to any thatch to make it fireproof. Tar mixed with mud is plastered over the thatch. This treatment is called a fire retardant treatment. It has reduced the risk of fire and increased the life of the thatch. See it for yourself. There can be much progress, but it depends on you. The government is willing to help you build your own home. Now, in Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, indeed all over the country, there are houses that are becoming homes. The National Buildings Organization is always thinking of new ways for the building of low-cost houses. To create a healthy environment, there should be proper sanitation and the availability of protected water supply. By improving the housing conditions, we improve living standards. Building houses for the poor families in towns and villages are of great importance. They must have houses which are safe and healthy. The government wants to help, but you must begin by helping yourself, and the best time to start is now. Remember that a house is not built overnight. A house can grow as you grow. A happy home is the place from where happiness spreads.